Hello, beautiful souls. This is Meher Raadha, and you are listening my podcast channel Spiritual Voyager. Today, I'm going to share one of my story about twin soul love and spiritual awakening connection. Because all these days, I hear a lot about energy shifts, downloads, ascension, and what does it mean exactly? And how can we connect it with our spiritual awakening process? The concept of ascension is the process of increasing in frequency. It happens as you bring more of your divine light and presence into physical form. As a part of the ascension process, your aura expands, your chakras open and evolve, and dormant DNA becomes activated. Once you awake, or a long time asleep soul awake, there is no going back. But my agony in my life was really very different because I understood whole awakening process, and now I was more eager to know about that when it will end. Before taking any interest in the end of this process, I realized when did it start exactly with me. It was in last few months that my soul has been awakened. It was that day when I again bumped into my twin soul or karmic soulmate after a longer period of time. When I got finally free from my karmic burden, he, my karmic soulmate, who brought very dramatic, abrupt, and major transitional phase into my life. He activated my senses, and our physical reunion triggered my awakening process, followed by wake-up call to my soul purpose and soul mission. Following footprints of my karmic soulmate, he who was still living under the karmic burden, I put my first foot on the edge of Meherbad border. It was that day when I met with my master, Meher Baba. It was that day when I bowed down before my master, and my forehead being touched by sacred granite of my master's shrines, while I took Samadhi Darshan first time in my life. That time, someone tapped into my ear, saying these golden words: I am not here to teach, but to awaken. That moment, this whole awakening process started happening to me. This process actually started when I decided to leave my family for certain reason, to leave my city where my current beliefs or habit was no longer serving me. I already cut off all relationships of my those toxic relatives and society who wanted me to live my life with their perspective. I wanted a real experience of enlightenment, which I can say is mine, whether it fits into a preconceived box or not. It wasn't last few months that I withdrew myself from people. I gone into hibernation process long back. It was in last few months that I started purging. I grieve and bemoan myself and question God. Why me? Why all suffering? I challenged God and His existence. I challenged Him for this life given by Him. I stopped eating until my prayers not get answered. It's true that there is no specific symptoms or stages which differentiate when did you start an awakening process or when it will end. The prime motive should be what I bemoan is the growing prevalence of the authentic truth. May you be blessed with your twin soul love in your spiritual awakening journey. Till then, Namaste. With love, light, and gratitude.